Greetings, this is Brandon from Alt-F4.co, and this is the week in review for the Alt-F4.co blog. This is a weekly summary of what content I've generated for week 38, or better known as September 19th through the 23rd, 2022. On Monday, I had a podcast that talked about data integrity. The basis of this podcast was watching a couple documentaries about Elizabeth Holmes and her company Theranos. And within this, I talked about lab procedures and data integrity and my opinions on the entire rise and fall of the whole Theranos empire. On Tuesday, I wrote about the Left Coast Culinary Book Club Book of the Month for September, which was Canelle et Vanille by Erin Goyaga. So that's Spanish, and she's Spanish, so hopefully I got all those things roughly pronounced correctly. But Erin is focused on gluten-free cooking as a gluten intolerant person, and this book that I reviewed in this post was her first of two current cookbooks that she has out. And so, being the first, it's a little more comprehensive than the baking one, which is the second one. And I reviewed that earlier. But it has a lot of Spanish influence in the recipes, and so that appealed to me. But you can read about my review on altf4.co. On Wednesday, I talked about cutting the cord. This is using today's streaming services and, in my opinion, the hassle it is now to sort of find what it is you want to actually watch. So I wrote an opinion about streaming services and sort of opine about the days where we didn't have so many choices, making it easier. On Thursday, I have my standing segment, Tactical Thursday. This is a post where I'm talking about taking velocity data with my chronograph on reloads that I made back in 2017. And since the chronograph is new to me, I've never done this exercise before, so I'm actually starting to gather data to help me make sense of some of the work that I've put in over the years on reloading and determining what's the best optimized outcome to come out of my reloads. So ultimately, I didn't get into any analysis. Spoiler alert, you'll have to stay tuned to next week for that. But and then on Friday, I have my standing book review of the book right now, Atlas Shrugged. We're in part 2, chapter 2, and I read the book and I give some analysis on it. In this case, we hear about Francisco Diaconia's opinion of money being the root of all evil. I draw some analysis of that to current day situations, and so that is the week that was on altf4.co, and we will see you next week.